One of the youngers reached out to me because he said he wanted to talk, saying that he's carrying the knife and he's gonna use it. And I thought, I can't let him down. I gotta give him some guidance. So he told me to come to a location so I could speak to him. He didn't want to be identified, but I know that he needed the guidance. I needed to change his perspective. I needed to take this opportunity to help him. So it went down like this. Do you know what it means to roll with a knife? Do you know what it means when you get up in the morning, your friends call you and say, yeah, let's step out, and then you're picking up that knife out your bedroom, or you've stashed it in the bushes outside your yard, and you put that knife in your pocket, you put it down your trousers, and then you go out on the street, and you have no intention of killing someone, but you know that there's someone out there who may try to kill you. So you know that if you put yourself in this situation, then you're going to have to use that knife. You need to think about the 10 steps before the situation. Getting up, how do you feel? Stepping out, who you stepping out with? What you're going to have on you and what you're walking with? How you dressed? What the motive is? Are you out to do nothing? Are you out to be on the block? What are you going to do? Because you know for a fact that when you're not doing anything, trouble comes to you. So the knife that you have on you, you have no intention of using it, but you will use it in self-defense. But the police ain't going to see you like that. Nobody's going to see you like that. Families ain't going to see you like that. It's going to be a case of you've took out your knife to defend yourself for whatever situation, and you've used it, and you've taken that life away. You see, when you take that life away, he no longer becomes an op. He becomes dead in the world. Instantly, that op becomes inactive when you kill that person. And then the rest of their family are hurt by losing that person. Every person has a good side to them. Just because you haven't seen that good side, it doesn't mean that they deserve to die.
It's a kill or be killed mentality. So what do I do if I'm walking on the street and man's run up to me with knives and bellies?
Having that kill or be killed mentality is only for people who are out there putting themselves to be killed.
How am I supposed to stop carrying a knife if my ops have got knives, and if they see me, they're going to jump out and they're going to shank me?
If you know that you're rolling with man and they got shanks on them, then you shouldn't be rolling with them, because you know what could inevitably happen. If you do see man them on the block, certain ops, and they pull up and they do get shanked, or one of your bedrooms gets shanked, you know, there's a thing called joint enterprise. You could easily get caught up because one of your friends done a mad thing, and everybody goes down for that one mad thing. So you don't want to get caught up in that.
I carry a knife because I don't want no one else to kill me first. So what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to help the situation? What am I supposed to do?
So before you think about the situation, think 10 steps before the situation, and think about what the build-up is and where you can change that pathway. So you know the steps it takes, and then the end result is killing someone. You can look back on those steps and say, what can I do different? What can I change? And that one change, I'm telling you, that one change will have a different outcome.
I roll with a knife because it's kill or be killed, and I'm not going to wait for the ops to see me and kill me. I'm not going to do that. I don't really want to kill no one, but if I've got a knife, I feel protected. I don't really want to die, but if I've got a knife, my chances of survival are higher when I'm carrying a knife, and that's all I think about.
Now, what I will say to you, if you're carrying a knife, is think about what happens when you kill that person. How many people will be affected? And if you don't understand how it is to be affected when someone dies, think about a person who's special to you, a young person, and think about if someone shanked them for whatever reason. Think about how you would miss that person. Think about how it would affect their mom, dad, sisters, brothers, the whole family. If you stab someone, think about the consequences. Think about your life is going to be taken away. So you could be a teenager and you stab someone because of that kill or be killed mentality, or you was carrying a knife and you didn't mean to use it, you was defending yourself, and the whole of your 20s going to be behind bars. And no, jail ain't cool. Jail is not cool. You get institutionalized, routine, same things every day, living in fear every day. Think about it. And then when you come out, when you're 30, You don't know what life is. You've missed out on everything in your 20s. Then when you come out in your 30s, you can't get a passport. And if you do get a passport, you can't travel on it. You have to go back and learn everything that you didn't learn. You can't travel away with your family. You can't do the basic things that you'd love to do. You want to go somewhere and people just know you as the murderer. If you want to be known as the person, a true person, don't let your actions ruin your future. You have to think about the things that you got going for you. You got a good family. You got brains. You're not stupid. You want to finish school. You want to finish college. You want to have a decent job. You have to imagine yourself in the future with a house, with a car, the finer things in life. You don't want all of that to be taken away because you were carrying a knife and you used it out of fear. You used it because it was kill or be killed.
So if someone asked me to go OT, to go make £1,000 a week, you want me to turn that down just because you want me to go legit and do a 9 to 5 and work my ass off all day for a next man?
Yeah, of course I want you to do that. Do you know the risk you're taking to go OT to make that £1,000? You could end up in jail and you could be doing a 5 to 10 year stretch because you never know what's happened when you go OT. You never know. You could get caught up in anything. Some of the fiends out there, they could attack you and you have to defend yourself and you end up killing the fiend. You could give one of the fiends something and they overdose and then you're tied to that. You never know what's in the trap house. Could be a strap in the trap house that's got bodies on it. You never know.
So, listen to this situation. If I'm on the block and there's man there, my ops are on the block too, we get a call. I'm with my man then. And yeah, we got tools on us to defend ourselves. How can I get out of that situation?
So if you're rolling with your friends and you're in your valley, you're rolling with your friends and you look like, you're unrolled, you're not doing anything constructive, and you just look attractive to another up, what do you think is going to happen? But if some of your man then were saying, okay, what's the motive? Let's all roll out. It's a hot day and we'll just be on the block and everyone's in their valleys and you can see certain men that got shanks. Are you really going to roll with them? Because you know what could happen. If certain men are saying they're going town, ain't nobody got no money, are you going to roll with them? Because you know what they're going there for. I guess it's a matter of, before the situation happens, and before you put yourself in a situation, you need to think, do I need to do this? What can I do different? Where can I go different? You should have the power within you, as a human being, as an individual, to say, I'm not going to town. I don't want to go. I'm chilling at the yard. You have the power to say that. You also have the power to see and read the room, read which one of your friends are likely to get locked up. Because you can always tell that one friend, and you know that eventually they're going to get locked up. Do you want to be locked up with them? Ask yourself that question. Don't be afraid to tell your friends that you don't want to go out. You don't want to go out because you don't want to get caught. You don't want to go to jail. You don't want to do those things. Don't be afraid. Why would you feel scared to tell your friends that? Or a group of friends, you're supposed to have the confidence to say that to your friends. And I always say to the young people, if you're in a group of friends and you can't tell your friends and be honest with them, then you shouldn't be rolling with them. And I always say, if you're in a group of friends and one of your friends goes on a mad one and you can't pull that friend to her side or stop that friend and say, calm down, then you shouldn't be rolling with that friend. You should be in a group of friends where you can all influence each other. So if one person is thinking about doing a mad thing, you can tell them no and you can save that friend. You can save yourself.